Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's on the hook. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We did around here. It was very lovely and the weather has been beautiful here, but a little bit hot. It is still summer in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I just want to greet you from here. I thank you for all the subscribers that came back to say hello this week, said hello last week, and for all of my new subscribers who have signed up to be part of our channel here. Don't forget to sign up to be in the community. Also below in the description box, there's a link that you can join up. You get a free pattern, and you also on an email list so that when I send out a new pattern or have something to announce, you are the first to know. There are also offer codes that go out to my special community members, so be sure you join up. Now, thank you again for coming back. I hope you had a great weekend. And last week, I hope was great for you as well. That you did lots of crafty things last week or are planning some new crafty things. I know that Christmas is coming up. I know it's a little bit early. It's still August, but it's the end of August, coming up on September, which is the fall. And during the fall, we usually make all of our Christmas gifts for those crochet-worthy people in our family and in our friend space. I just hope that you make wonderful crocheted items for your friends and family, but only for those who are crochet worthy. And if you want to understand what that's about, watch my interview with Linda Simpson. I told a story about that particular topic, and you might want to take a listen. So I'll put a link to that down in the description box as well. It was a wonderful interview with Linda. Linda, thank you so very much. I know you watch my channel once in a while, so I thank you again publicly for asking me to be on your show and to be interviewed. I really, really enjoyed it. And talking to people about crochet is so much fun. I know that crochet is not as prolific as knitting, but all the knitting channels as well, they're very, very friendly channels. They're very sweet. Crochet and knit communities cross over because I know that a lot of people who crochet and knit as well. I plan to learn to knit. I'm so excited about it. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. Hopefully very, very soon. I'm planning some things for the upcoming months, and I want to make sure that knitting is part of that. And I might watch some of Linda's knitting videos. I don't know. I haven't really looked at anybody's videos yet, but I do want to pursue that because I think it's a wonderful, wonderful craft. Just like crochet, but crochet is also coming along, and this channel is focused on wearables. That means, what can I wear that's crocheted? And so let's talk about that for a second. What I'm wearing the Block Party tee. In this particular prototype, it was Lion Brand Comfy Cotton in whipped cream colorway. And then I combined it with a light number 4 for the you can use any kind of yarn, number 4 yarn for the trim, but I really enjoy the Comfy Cotton. I've made lots of items from it. I really enjoy working with it, and it's a substantial yarn. It's not flimsy, and it is a number 3, but it feels like a number 4. So I use the Comfy Cotton for the main color of the tee, and I will stand up and let you see what this looks like. Now this is a summer tee that I'm wearing today. This is called the Block Party tee, and I'm wearing it with, and I pulled this down so you can see it, but I'm wearing it with a neutral color tank top underneath, because when I shoot my videos, the bright lights shine through and show more of what you would normally see just looking at the sweater. So I have on a tee underneath this, a tank top underneath the tee. So let me show you the back. The back is also made just like the front, with the block of color here and the white up here. And I think that's a nice color combination for the summertime. I also use the white down at the bottom for the trim, and then I contrasted that with the color on the sleeves. So I have a little bit of, and the neckline as well. So I have kind of a contrast going on the whole tee. That's how I designed this pattern. It needs to be interesting if you're going to do block colors. So I picked up the color up here at the neckline that goes here, and then I picked up that color also on the sleeves, and then I contrasted the color block at the bottom with the color block at the top. So I was trying to kind of combine all these elements together so that it would make the block party tee interesting to look at. So there you have it. This is what it looks like in full view. Again, the back, it's also made with a short sleeve. It's about halfway down my arm here to the elbow, so it's very comfortable. It also gives you some coverage here at the top. So I hope you like it. I just wanted to wear this today because it's a beautiful summer day and a perfect day to wear comfy cotton sweater. Again, this is made with Comfy Cotton Blend, Lion Brand. You can find that on Amazon. You can find it on Lion Brand, and lots of other sites carry it. But this is the whipped cream colorway. So if you're interested in that, it's a beautiful cream. It's not white. It's not bright white. It is a cream color, and then this is just a random yarn I pulled out of my stash. You can use any color here, red, blue, turquoise, pink, any color that would be a beautiful contrast to the white comfy cotton up here, so, or the whipped cream color, which is what it is. So again, that's the block party tee. You can find it on my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link to it down in the description box so you can find it if you're looking for it. Later on in the show, we'll have a giveaway. We have several things to give away for next week, and also 2 winners to announce today for the Crochet World magazine and some Knit Picks yarn, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I wanted to talk about 2 different things today. I, of course, am working on my fall lookbook, and it's just almost to the overwhelming point for me. I have 5 patterns I think I'm going to release all at once, and I will talk more about that in the next few weeks. Looking for mid-September, hopefully, to get all those patterns together and bundle them up as a fall lookbook, and some ideas for you to make items for yourself, for garments, and for also accessories too. So a couple of them are very appropriate for Christmas gifts, so I'll just give you that little hint up front. So today I want to talk about a couple of other things. Today I wanted to tell you about a type of crochet that you might already know about. Is called Mosaic Crochet, and I've heard about this from Linda Simpson and from some other YouTubers who are very hot for this. It's been about 2 years when this became popular, and the young lady who made it very popular, her name is Tina, T-I-N-N-A, and I'll put her name along the bottom here if I can get my program to work right. Sometimes it doesn't work right. But it's Tina Thorvaldar, and she has released many actually, Mosaic Crochet patterns. This is an example of Mosaic Crochet. This is what it looks like. All this up here is done in Mosaic Crochet, and you can contrast 2 colors together, and then you can also fade from one end to the other. It just depends on how you want to design your article. Now this one is faded a little bit, looks like right here, but they've taken the gold and they've paired it with the black, and then they've paired the black with white. So that's how they moved up here. I found this, I think it was on Ravelry, just a picture that I wanted to show you because actually this is navy blue. I'm sorry, this is navy blue and white, and then this down here is kind of a gold color. And I wanted to show you that it was designed by somebody on Ravelry, I don't know who, but it's a beautiful, beautiful mosaic shawl, and I would love to make one of those. I have that on my radar for in the near future because it's more of a winter item, because in Mosaic Crochet is a way to create this beautiful pattern, or lots of patterns, and they're very, very simple to do. You always crochet on the right side of your garment or your blanket, whatever you're making. You always leave the tails on one end and the other. So you'll have a yarn tail at one end and a yarn tail at the other end, the beginning and end of a row. So you have a lot of yarn tails, and so there are different techniques to cover those up. Also, one of my fall lookbook patterns, I have a lot of yarn tails, and I'm going to figure out how I can best hide those and make them easy to take care of for the people who buy my pattern. So I'm working on that right now, and that's what led me to look at the Mosaic Crochet, actually, because they have a very hard time, well, I shouldn't say that, because they have a lot of yarn tails to deal with, because there's a yarn tail at the beginning and the end of each row, because you're always on the right side. So you cut and then you start a new row, you cut, then you start a new row. And it looks interesting when you first look at it. Be sure to go out on the web and just type in Mosaic Crochet, or go to this web YouTube channel. I'll put her link down in the description box for you. You can just click on that, and she has a multitude of YouTube videos about Mosaic Crochet. It's nothing new under the sun. There are lots of people that have done it in the past, but she's made it very, very popular. She also had a crochet along a couple years ago for the Havana blanket cowl. It's a beautiful blanket, and I'm looking for a picture of it that I can show without compromising the pattern. This is a picture of the color scheme that she used on that. Although you can pick your own color scheme, you don't have to go by hers, but the way that she contrasted the different patterns together, I just think it's beautiful. I love it. I want to make one of these shawls. I just want to make one because I'm not a big shawl person, but I think this would be a nice pattern to go by. I really like the Mosaic Crochet. It's beautiful. It's a little bit heavy, so if you're going to Mosaic Crochet, you'd probably want to use a size 3 yarn, but not necessarily. You can use a worsted weight if you want to. It's just an interesting way to combine two colors together to make this beautiful pattern. And I don't mean to go on about it, but I've really fallen in love with this Mosaic Crochet. I'd love to maybe incorporate it into a sweater pattern or something in the future, because I understand how it works, and you can use it for color work. Crocheted color work is hard to come by. Knitting color work is a dime a dozen. Everybody does it. It's an easy way to do it, and knitting is just lends itself to that kind of multicolored stripes on sweaters, and it's really more difficult in crochet to do that. So that's a great way to do it, that Mosaic Crochet. So I'm going to give that a look. Now, I did a little experiment over the weekend with these two colors. There's just a beige and a cream colored cotton worsted yarn, and I just wanted to try the Mosaic Crochet, and this is what I came up with. That's what it looks like, just the first couple of rows. It's really pretty, and as you do the next row, it will continue this line down here, so it's at a diagonal. It's really pretty. I like it. I just tried this looking at a YouTube video. There it is. So that's an idea of what it looks like. It is really pretty. I like it. It's another dimension of crochet that I think is quite gorgeous. I really love that. So let me move on to another. Actually, it's an acquisition, something that came in the mail to me this weekend. This is from Hobie Yarns. It's 65% superwash wool and 35% acrylic. I ordered this because I was making a fall lookbook pattern with separate colors, and then I wanted to offer an alternative to make this garment in a self-striping yarn, and I looked all over the web. I looked at all the different Love Crafts, Amazon, I looked at Lion Brand. I didn't see anything that I thought would be perfect for this particular garment, because I want it to be stripy, but I'd also want them to blend into each other beautifully. That is more of an ombre look. That stripy yarn is not my favorite. I don't like stripy yarn all that much. But in this particular garment, stripy is okay, but I still wanted the stripes to be very gradual into each other. So I found this on Hobie Yarns. This is, look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, it says it's a number 4 yarn. This is so far from a number 4 yarn. I mean, some of it is thick. Some of it is thicker than others. There it is, a little bit looks like a 4. But when you get down into the middle of it, down in here, it's more of a number 3. And then it goes back to a 4 and a 3 and a 4. So it's not for a garment that's going to be very specific in size. So that's why I'm using it for this particular garment. But I made up a swatch, and it's beautiful. This is a swatch that's, 12 inches long. But I wanted to show you what the stripes look like. See how easily they blend into each other? They're very easily blended into each other, and they don't last too terribly long, maybe 3 or 4 rows. This is a half double crochet done with a J hook, so that gives you an idea of what it looks like made up. Again, I will put a link to this yarn down in the description box. This is a 200-gram ball, and the number of yards is 558. So a couple of these would do it for you. I don't think this is very inexpensive. It might be $8 or $9. I'll try to look that up and put it down in the description box when I look up the price on this, because I ordered it several weeks ago and it's just now getting here. I don't understand that. They're usually very, very quick about shipping, but this was a small package. Maybe they don't prioritize those. But anyway, this is the Manaya, I guess that's how you pronounce it, cake yarn, and it's huge. Look, this is almost as big as my head. It's big. I put this in my thumbnail because I thought it was so beautiful. Again, let me let you look at those colors. This is absolutely beautiful. And I don't have the color number either right in front of me, so I will try to find all that and put it down in the description box. Look at the beautiful purples in that too, and contrasted with the yellow right here. Oh, it's just so pretty with the yellow. And then on around to the green, and then burgundy. I mean, it's got a lot of colors in here, but because they blend so beautifully into each other, then it makes the yarn most beautiful to crochet with. I really, really like this. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Just beautiful. And with the garment that I'm making, that I'm considering making with this, I have two ideas in my head. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I think I'm going to do one of my fall lookbook patterns in this, but I may not finish it before the lookbook comes out. But I did want to do a substantial amount on this so that it would be shown to you. You could see what it is. But this is Hobie yarn again. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I did a collaboration with them one time, but I'm not sponsored. I just happened to find that, and it's perfect colors for the fall. So I'll put the information about it down in the description box, so you can take a look. Just go out on the web and take a look and see what you think. There are several colors that this comes in as well. And now I want to show you a quick look at my diamond painting that I'm working on this week. Let's take a look at my diamond painting, and I will put a picture of this on the side for those of you who may have just joined us on this particular project. This is Angel playing a flageolet, which is a flute, and you can see it right there. There's a little bit of a glare. Here it is. See the flute right there. And this is an angel playing. I've pulled it down now, so I'm moving right along. And this is the bottom of the diamond painting, and I've finished all this row right here. And now I've started on this row up here. I did the purple a couple days ago, then I've moved on to this. I just have a few more spaces in there, and I'll be finished with that. This is a piece of tape here that I use to, washi tape is what it is, along the edge there, so I can see where the edge of the plastic is. But this is what I've done so far, and let me back up just a little bit. That's what I've finished so far. Some of the beautiful colors in there. I really love the purple. That is just so gorgeous. And also the red over here is really, really pretty on, let me find it, over here on this side. Really, really pretty. Now, I don't let this hang down while I'm working on it. I use a pool tube, or a pool, I think they're called them tubes. I don't know. I got this on Amazon. You have to buy about 6 of these, but I use this to roll the bottom of the diamond painting on. There's a hole in the middle right there. And I clip the ends of the diamond painting to this on each end, and then I roll it up and I set it on the table. It's right about there when I get it rolled up. I unrolled it so that you could see my progress today, but I usually keep this part rolled up, and as I move it down on my platform here, as I move it down, I will roll it up even more on the bottom until I have to turn it around. I'll have to turn the whole picture around and do it upside down to finish it up. I don't think it'll stay on my easel. I don't really want to roll up that much of it and work on it. So I'll be working on the top half of this pretty soon, and I'll probably just flip it around and work on it upside down. That might be quite a challenge because some of the symbols are very intricate. I'm going to go right over here and let you see those. the middle column is all the symbols, and some of them are a little bit hard to read, but I'm managing to do it. It's not a problem really, but there are so many of them that, look down here, see how many symbols there are. So, and there's some right on, wait, I've got it all the way to the bottom. Here we go. There it is. So that's a lot of colors to work with, so it is a little confusing, but it's well worth it because look at the beautiful colors that are in there. When you have lots of colors, it's called confetti, and this is an example of confetti right here, where just about every square is a different color, so it takes a long time to work through all that. But there's some color blocking over here. That means a lot of the same color in the same spot. Using the multi-placer on your drill pin. So that's just a little bit about my project I'm working on right now. This is another large project, probably the last one I'll do for a while, and I'll move back to some smaller projects after this because this is a massive project and I'm really excited about it. I love the painting, and the painting, again, someone asked me that, it is by Edward Burns Jones. Painted in the 1800s. Very, very beautiful. So there it is. I hope to finish this in the next few weeks. I'm working diligently every night on this. So just wanted to show you my progress on the angel playing the flageolet. Now moving on to our giveaways this week, I have a great Crochet World magazine right here. I talked about this last week. There are so many beautiful patterns in here. I just really love this magazine. If I ever quit crocheting, which I probably won't ever do, but if I ever quit crocheting, I think I'm going to continue to get this magazine. Really like it. It has something for everyone, something that would intrigue everyone who crochets. If you like to crochet small thread, if you like to crochet bulky yarns, there's always something in here for everybody. So I'm not sponsored. Please don't think that I'm sponsored by anybody. I'm not sponsored by anybody right now, but this is Crochet World, a beautiful magazine, and I'm going to give this away to a lucky winner today. Also, we have four skeins of yarn. 2 are the sheepias or hippias, whatever you call it, yarn, and it's the stone washed, beautiful, beautiful stone washed yarn, and a fingering weight. Very, very pretty. There's probably enough in here to make a hat or something, I don't know. And this is also a fingering weight by Knit Picks, and this is their stroll fingering right here. The beautiful colors, just beautiful. I found these in my stash, and I probably won't be using these, so I'm going to give these away to a lucky winner today. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 2 gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and the address for the internet address for the video from last week is up there. The word is autumn, and we're going to give away the Crochet World magazine first. So let's go down here and find out how many people used the word autumn in their comment. That was the keyword for the Crochet World magazine. And let's find out who. Oh, they want me to do something else here. 178. Okay, let's scroll down here and find out who wins the Crochet World magazine, and that would be Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Well, Granny D, you hit the jackpot here. She also has a YouTube channel. I will put her channel address down in the description box. But congratulations, Granny D. You have won the Crochet World magazine from On the Hook Crochet. I hope you enjoy it. Now, let's go over here and find out, let's see, let's find out who wins the 4 skeins of yarn. And the key word there is knit. So let's use the word knit for that. And let's see, let's put the answer to our question here. This is something new that the random comment picker has added. And let's get the number of comments. There were 218. So, all right, let's find out who wins the Knit Picks and the other yarn. I'm sorry, I don't have it right in front of me. The Knit Picks and the Sheepias. Yeah. That would be Jill Lohman. Jill Lohman. Jill, you have won the Knit Picks yarn and the Sheepia's yarn. So there you go. Jill Lohman, you are the winner, and Granny D as well. So y'all enjoy. Be sure to send me your mailing address and I will get those out to you right away. As you know, thank you for participating in the giveaways. Thank you so very much. For next week, I wanted to talk about 3 different things. As you know, that Crochet Surprise has decided to stop their business, and they sent an email to me and probably to all of their customers, I would guess, and they offered to sell some past boxes, and I bought a box with Kobu yarn, and I'm going to keep that yarn because I have given away my other Kobu yarn. So I'm keeping that one. I did buy a box from them, and inside the box was this pattern for the Crochet Arch. And let me see if I can get this up here. Right there. The Crochet Arch. And it's a nice pattern, and it's on a cardboard folder that they sent in every box. I'm really missing them already. I love Crochet Surprise, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, they had to stop doing their business. So this is the Crochet Surprise for, I don't remember what month it was. But I'm giving away this pattern. I paid for it, so I'm giving it to someone in hard form. And along with that, I bought some crochet hooks, and I'm a Clover fan, but these are very similar to Clover, and I did use one. It worked out just great, but I'm going to give away the whole set. And they come in this little bag. It's nothing special, but it's a Ziploc bag. And I believe there are 11 crochet hooks, and they go all the way from a 2.0, which couldn't be any smaller than that. Well, I guess there are some smaller than that. A 2.0 all the way up to an 8.0 hook. And the handles on these are rubbery. They're like Clover, and unlike Clover, they have a flat place on the top as well. Clovers are round on the top, but this is a flat place. So if you are a pencil crocheter, that would make it a lot easier. And if you're a knife crocheter, you can put your first finger right there. And I did use one. It doesn't crochet the same as mine. This causes my tension to be a little bit loose. So I did a row with one of these and a row of one of my Clovers, and the Clovers were a little bit tighter. And since I had already started the garment with the Clover, I continued on with that one. But I had in mind to give these away to a lucky winner. And so the gift next week will be the Arch pattern and the 11 crochet hooks. And these were not terribly cheap. These were a decent price, but again, they were trying to clear out their inventory, and I was just excited to get these because I wanted to give them away. So there they are, all of them in their bag. You get lots of sizes, and this is a really nice gift. So this will go next week to a lucky winner. This gift will be the crochet hooks and the Crochet Surprise pattern, and it will be the keyword will be hook, H-O-O-K. So if you want those hooks, you just put the word hook in your comment, and you will be in the running for one of these, well, for this gift right here, So be sure to use the word hook in your comment if you're interested in those. If you crochet, you would love to have these because they are very, very nice hooks. So I'm giving those away. Also, next week, giving away the new Cross Stitch magazine for autumn. If you're a cross stitcher, this is an awesome magazine. If you know someone who cross stitches, you could win it and give it to them. It's up to you if you want to sign up for it. The word is cross in the comment, so be sure to use the word cross, C-R-O-S-S, in your comment, and you'll be in the running for this beautiful magazine. There are a lot of patterns in here, and my favorite is the one right on the front. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern, and I looked at the instructions. They were too hard for me. It looks like maybe an intermediate. Here's the pattern grid, which is over my head, over my pay grade, as a lot of people would say. But this is the picture of it inside. I'm really loving that. It's so beautiful, so autumn. Wouldn't that be beautiful hanging in a dining room, nicely framed for the autumn season. So I really like that. There are also lots of other beautiful patterns in here. I was trying to find the one I thought was pretty funny. This is called Sweater Weather, and this is a cat with a sweater on riding a bicycle in the autumn with all the autumn colors in there. So cute. It's called Sweater Weather, and this looks like a fairly simple pattern to make, so it shouldn't be too hard. For those of you who are just novice cross stitchers, you might want to try that. And there was one other in here that I wanted to show you, the Celtic Fall Trio. And you can make all or just one of these. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those. Perfect fall patterns. And then it has the geometrics on top of it. So it kind of gives it a behind the window pattern maybe. I don't know how you would interpret that, but it's really, really pretty. I love those. And they don't look too difficult to make either. And I am a novice cross stitcher, so it doesn't look terribly difficult. And also this, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And that is an easy pattern right there. That's one that Jeannie could do as a novice cross stitcher. But that's called Cabin with a View, and I just really love that. I would buy the magazine for that. But next week I'll be giving this away to someone who uses the word cross in their comment. So put the word cross in your comment if you want to sign up for that. If you want the hooks, use the word hook in your comment. Now, gift number 3 is from my stash, and I went downstairs and went through my craft room, and I was finding some wool that I thought, might be fun to give this away. I only had one ball of it, and it's not enough to make a sweater or anything, but it is enough to make a cowl, a scarf, or a hat, because it is a larger than normal. It's called a bonus bundle, and it's Woolies Thick and Quick. This is a really nice yarn by Lime Brand. Let me get that over there so you can see the colors. Oh, they're so gorgeous. The colorway is called Abalone, A-B-A-L-O-N-E, Abalone. I think that's the name of a Texas city, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong about that. But anyway, this is 174 yards. That's a lot of a number 6 yarn. So it's a super bulky yarn. That's really pretty there. Really like that. Really like that. That's beautiful. I think I made a basket out of the other ones of these. I think I have one left over. So that's what this is. Woolies Thick and Quick in the Abalone colorway. And this is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So it's mostly acrylic, but there's a little bit of wool in there. So if you make a cowl out of it or a hat, you'll stay warm. It's got a little bit of wool in there. So beautiful. That will go to winner number 3 next week. And the keyword for this is wool, W-O-O-L, wool, W-O-O-L. So you have the word wool, the word hook, and the word cross. So if you use any or all of those in your comments, you will be in the running for one of these gifts next week. So I hope you'll sign up for those. Well, I'm going to sign off for the week. I thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for your support and for your beautiful comments. Be sure to like this before you click away. That helps me a lot on my algorithm. We have over 12,000 subscribers now, and I started with this many. So I'm really excited about that. It's been a slow growth, but everyone who joins seems to really enjoy my channel, and you comment so beautifully down in the comment section. I love to read those. Some weeks I don't get to all of them, but I eventually go back and heart them. And if you get a notice on your phone that I've hearted one of your comments from a while back, it's because I'm trying to catch up. But I do appreciate all of your comments. So many beautiful things that you say to me. Keep me going. It keeps me inspired to continue on with On the Hook Crochet. So thank you for joining me today. So join me again on Monday, and let's find out what's on the hook.